This is a Empacher 8 for Nereid, and up here on the bow deck, somebody has worked on this thing before. There's actually a stress crack that's right here, so when you sand that off, you never know what you're going to find. But the rest of the deck here looks in pretty good order, and splashboard's good. Now the interior of the boat is really faded big time, and the amount of time it takes to clean these tracks up, but they're probably pitted anyway, so I would suggest, if you're going to do all this work to this, to invest in new tracks. Now all the foot stretchers seem to be in pretty good order, although now I haven't really gotten totally into this thing yet. But after looking at the knees, I mean, all the knees look pretty good. They're not, I don't think any of them are crushed in, which is a real bonus because people have not over tightened this. However, you can see that the finish is really off the knee. I mean, there's nothing protecting that plywood there anymore at all. And you know, the side of the gunnel here, that's supposed to be black, so that is the clear coat, which has totally like faded out, and it's very labor intense to try and, you know, make that look new again. And then one thing happens with all these older boats is that where the knees are and the seat deck, they become separated and it moves. Now this one's not bad, but at any given time you try one and you can see here, well, you can't really see it, but believe me when I tell you this is flexing up. So to try and glue this under here again, it's like time consuming. And you can just see the knee, how the coating is worn off. So although it's not pretty, the interior, everything looks in pretty decent order except for where the seat deck's going to need to get glued back in again. Now in the past we have found some of the times the knees actually need to get glued in around the hull, but for the couple that I tried on this one, they seem to be pretty solid, which is a good thing. And again, just looking at the knees, they do look like in pretty good shape. The original coxswain seat, and inside the boat was nice and dry. I opened this up. Stern deck doesn't look like they've had anything done to it whatsoever, so that's a good thing. So now here we are on the hull, and about 3 foot of the bow here has been worked on before, so when you sand that down, you never know what you're going to get into. But the hull looks actually in pretty good shape. Now there are a couple spots, I mean the blue tape, who knows what's underneath there. And here's some repair that somebody did, Bondo, because it's all chipping off, same as here. And then as you go down to the stern section here, the boat looks pretty good. And one nice thing about this boat is that it's not a sectional. The fin area looks pretty good, although it's got the wrong screw in there. It's a rusted out one, and I'm not sure why the rudder is up that high. There could be an issue with the stem maybe, I'm not sure, but once we get into it we'll figure that one out. And then one little spot here on the stern where it was worked on. So overall I would say it's definitely worth to do this boat because it's going to last you a long time.